Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Hidden Pearls Podcast. I'm your host, George Kittle, with my wonderful sister and leader of our organization, Emma Kittle. There is no Bruce Kittle tonight. He is in LA with his friends, having a great time riding Harley Davidsons and being really cool. So it's up to me and Emma to take this podcast to the next level and to hold the line as Bruce is gone. It'll be an interesting one. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk some football. We're gonna talk a lot of football. Talk a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna maybe get into some sibling rivalry talk. Who knows? But we're gonna enjoy ourselves. It's week 3 of the NFL football season. Week 3 of the Hidden Pros podcast, and we're coming to you. Let's have a good one. Emma.
A good one. Hello, brother.
Emma, how's the future?
The future is rainy and cold, which is a fantastic shift from it being so hot. Even last week, it was so insanely hot. And in Tokyo, we were in Tokyo yesterday, and it was so hot. And today, we wake up in Sendai, and it's 60 degrees. It's like high 60s, raining, beautiful. I've drank 5 cups of tea today. I'm feeling like
caffeinated tea?
Green tea. So it's kind of gentle, but yeah, there's definitely still
You're spice. Wired. I respect it.
Spice to the life. Yeah, I am.
I respect that. Wow, that's wonderful. It is a wonderful, like 65 degrees and sunny here in California. Loving every single day of it. This weather is unbeatable. It really is. Very fortunate. Goodness gracious. Well, Emma, the first thing I want to talk about is football. Not NFL football.
What team?
Not NFL football, but Iowa football, because today was my favorite game for Iowa. It is Iowa versus Minnesota, the battle for Floyd of Rosedale for the bacon. Floyd is a giant pig trophy. It is like a 300-pound bronze pig. It's awesome. It was my favorite trophy to ever win at Iowa. We won it. I think I won it like 3 out of 5 times. So much fun. It's a great trophy to win. It's really fun because you can't carry it by yourself. You need like 2 or 3 guys to carry it up the tunnel to the locker room. So that's a good one. And my favorite thing is that I have my own Floyd of Rosedale here at the house. This is a mini one. No, actually, this one's 300 pounds. I can just hold it just like this. It's easy.
You got strong.
But Iowa won tonight, 31-14 in Minnesota. Take the pig home because they lost last year on some BS. Hawks are back. We're winning 2 games in a row. First half was a little shaky, but our run game was very good. We have a fantastic running back, and the pass game came together just when we needed it to. So very excited for the Hawkeyes as we take the pig home, and Floyd is in his rightful resting place, right by Kinnick Stadium.
Right by Kinnick Stadium. My favorite memories, besides you guys, like actually the game, but during those games when we would tailgate, people would always bring like little baby pigs to all the tailgates. Yep. And they'd be everywhere. And little baby pigs are so cute and so sweet. And like Iowa takes their pigs very seriously. A lot of pig farmers, a lot of garage, like people just have personal pigs in Iowa. I mean, I know they do everywhere, but like people love their pigs in Iowa, and having them all over they're just very cute. So it was a fun tailgate. Good omen.
It's a great tailgate. Iowa does it right. But of all the trophy games, I think Iowa has 4 or 5. The Floyd is definitely my favorite one. It is just a monster of a trophy.
You mean just because of the size of it?
The size and the weight of it is just so cool. I just appreciate that. I don't really have any other college football news. I didn't want to watch anything else today. I was playing video games. I actually had a great day. I played a little Call of Duty. I played a little Rocket League. And then I switched over and to finish with some Space Marines 2.
This is the new game you were telling us about.
That's the new game I was telling you about, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. It's really fun too because it reminds me of like it kind of reminds me of a mix of Gears of War, which is a classic game, amazing franchise, and Doom, which is which is also a great game. But it's kind of a combination of those 2 games. I'm having a lot of fun, great campaign, but I don't know, it just kind of gives me the vibe of a video game from like 10, 15 years ago, which is like a strong campaign, great cutscenes, a lot of violence. Thoroughly enjoying myself.
For those of us who aren't so video game inclined, what does a strong campaign mean?
Well, like a strong storyline. Like Call of Duty, they have like a campaign, but no one plays that for the campaign. Everyone plays that for the online war zone, like player versus player. So like I'm sitting here, Cody's sitting in Japan, and we can play against each other or with each other.
Cool.
The campaign, you can still play with teammates, but you're kind of going against the computer and like a storyline. You're following a plot. That I enjoy those types of games sometimes, and it's really fun. So I'm having a great time with that because I really liked Helldivers. So it's kind of like Helldivers with a campaign. So enjoying that. Gonna convince Claire to let me play again tonight. Not gonna happen, but I'm gonna try my best to. Besides that, other football that we have going on in our lives, it's Rams week.
It's Rams week.
It is Rams week, and anyone that's new to the podcast, Rams week is one of my favorite weeks of football because we'll play whoever we played last week on Sunday, and I wake up Monday morning, and the first thing Claire says to me is, "It's Rams week. Get your mind right." And I've appreciated that. And she said it to me for the last like 4 or 5 years, every day of the week too. So I wake up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hey, it's Rams week. Get your mind right. And I really appreciate that because every time we played them, it is a physical game. You have to, their edges are very good. They set hard edges against the tight ends. You have to be very physical. You have to be very good with your technique. They're very good bend but don't break defense. They don't give you a lot of like wiggle room in the secondary. Like they keep everything in front of them. They tackle decently well, but they always have a strong D line. And this is actually what I'm excited about. This is the first year without Aaron Donald, so we haven't had to account for him the entire week of game planning, which is incredible. It takes a lot of the confusing play calls out, which is really fun for us. Um, so there's that. Um, and I'm excited. You know, our defense is they're wheeling and dealing, and I'm excited for them to get out
You
there
got
and
some
play.
players back.
They did. You know, Hafunga's back. I'm very excited for him to get his first start since last year. He's looked great in practice. He's excited to be out there. He's just a ball of energy that everybody feeds off of. So
Yeah.
I know the defense is going to really like feeling his heartbeat out there, throwing up the T for my guy Huff. Let's see. But what's it's interesting. Everyone's looking at this game and they see a lot of guys aren't playing on their side. Cooper Cup, Puka, they're missing a bunch of offensive linemen. I'm pretty sure they're down some type of secondary player, maybe two. We're down guys. Debo, myself, not playing. Christian, not playing still. We're down some bodies, and that's the NFL. It's not what you want. You want everyone to be healthy the whole season. It's unrealistic. You try your best to be, but it's really difficult. And I'm very disappointed that I'm missing this week. Like I said, the Rams week is one of my favorite games of every season. I love the competitive nature. I love the division rivalry. I love playing in SoFi when the 49ers fans fill it up 70% red. There's just nothing else like it. It's so much fun. And when you watch the opposing team at home have to go on the silent count, it's pretty incredible. So disappointed. I have a grade 1 hammy strain. I will be back very shortly. Plan on being back next week. It was unfortunate. Happened. We think it happened in the Minnesota game. Thought I was feeling good. Practice as best I could on Wednesday. Felt weird. Got an MRI, and that's what it showed. So it was very disappointing. But the good news is it's a 7 to 10 day recovery thing. So I'll be wheeling and dealing next week, and that's unfortunate circumstance, but can't really dwell on it because can only focus on what you can control, and all I can control is getting better and cheering the hell out of my teammates on Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really pumped for our tight end room because got a guy from my class, Eric Saubert, will be he'll be doing a lot. Jake Tungus gets it. He's going to get some reps. And Braden Willis got moved up from P Squad for this game to do some stuff as well. So I'm excited for the boys to get these opportunities. I thought they had a really good week of practice, watching the film with them. It's a solid game plan. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm also excited to see Ayuk out there. I think he's finding his wind. He's finding his feel in the game again. Looked fantastic at practice. So he's going to go out there and cook. I'm not a gambling man. I do not bet, but I would take the over. Yeah, Ayuk's he's gonna have a great game. When you're like the main target, especially me, Christian, and Debo are all out, and it's BA. He's gonna have a great game, and I'm looking forward to that. I think all 49er fans are gonna have a great time watching that one.
Agreed. I feel like you just gave us a George Kittle press conference right there.
I kind
That's
of
what
did.
that felt like.
I kind of did. But yeah, I mean, missing games sucks. It's
Yeah.
my first missed game in like over 2 years, so disappointing. But you know what? It's football, and stuff happens sometimes. So I can't just be too upset and angry about it all the time. But look at the positives. There's not really a lot of positives when you're not playing, but my body's going to get a quick week of rest for the other ailments, when your body's sore. So hope I get back out there Wednesday and I'm feeling fresh and feeling frisky.
Fresh and frisky.
Yep.
We love that. So is it like, do they say you're not playing, like hold you back from playing so that they can move other people up? Like, so it kind of frees up a roster spot in a way?
Um, yes and no. Like you can move up practice squad guys. That's something new that they did. So like
Like
Braden's on practice
whenever?
squad. You can move up a practice squad player up to 3 times. And then after
Hmm.
the third time, you either have to sign them to the active roster or you have to release them.
Oh,
And
wow.
so it's something that you don't want to do with a lot of guys because you end up losing them off your practice squad if you don't have a roster spot for them. Because
Hmm.
like we've had times in the past, we had a wide receiver. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. His name was Malik Turner, and he was he was a practice squad wide receiver for us, but we moved him up to play special teams, and he was a hell of a special teams player. Like a great, got all the tackles, was in the right place at the right time, very reliable, had a great 3 games for us. But then after he had played those 3 games, we didn't have a roster spot for him, so we had to release him, and he was on another team playing for the rest of the season. So it's disappointing because he was also, a great practice player for us. Like he gave our defense great looks all the time. So it's a funny thing. But like I said, I'll be back next week, so Braden won't have to use that, and he could stay on our practice squad a little bit longer. But he'll be on the active roster at some point throughout the season. I know that he's a very good football player.
That's an interesting rule where it's like very player protective.
Yeah, well, like the nice thing about when you get moved up from practice squad for those moved up games, you get like a vet men deal, or like you get what it, like there's like a so like he's not making practice squad money this week. He
Right.
gets paid what he would make if he was on active. So he gets a nice little boost for this week, which is good for everybody. Everybody
Awesome.
wants to
We
get
love
paid.
that.
We love that. We love it when guys get paid. We are huge
Hmm.
fans of that. That we are. Oh my goodness.
I had something to tell you. This
Oh,
is, I'm glad that because I was thinking about your teammates. All right. So you remember how you, like a couple weeks ago, you were talking about Trent Williams? Do you remember how a couple weeks ago, I think it was week one, you were talking about Trent Williams and when he came back and you're like, his aura, his just aura, like, and you were using the word aura a lot. And then the 49ers even posted that clip.
yep.
So I went in and I did Trent's numerology because I was like, so your aura number is 7 in yogic numerology. He has 3 sevens. And I was like, I know I'm going to do a video doing his numerology because it's like everything that you said about him is like the exact, all
That's
of the
pretty
number
cool.
calculations are all sevens. He has 3 sevens and it's super unique to have, it's pretty unique to have 2 of the same number, but when you have 3, it's like, that is it. And seven's your aura.
So you're saying that he is him,
He is him, exactly.
and
Trent
and
is
he
in
has
his
it.
full expression. Yeah. He is expressing his full expression.
So you're saying that he's him and he has it. Wow. No wonder
Uh-huh.
he's so good.
I
I
know.
respect that. That's
I
pretty
know.
sick.
I know. That's
Pretty
what I
sick.
thought too. I know.
I
I got to
love
do a
that.
video doing his numerology. I'll do a video doing yours too.
That's cool.
Get the
Make
numbers out. Okay. What else for teammates? How are we? I mean, the tight ends are doing great. Flurry
yeah,
is flurrying.
he's a flurry. No, tight ends are doing really well. I just called in to their Saturday night meeting. Um,
I was
you
going to
know,
ask that. Like, how involved are you when you're not there?
try to be involved as much as I can. It's a weird place to be because like I'm a captain. I've been here for 8 years, and so I try to be as helpful as I can to guy like when I've missed games. I try to be as helpful as I can, but I never want to be like overbearing because everybody has their own routine. Everybody has their own way of preparing for a game, and so like my way might not be the right way for other guys, but I try to like I'll watch the tape. I watch their practices, just like their run blocking technique because that's what I specialize in. Um, and it's just like hey, and I just give them tips that I take notes on all the teams that we play against, and I look back at them like past times I've played certain players and stuff, and it's just like, hey, here's a guy who Like the Rams, like they're super heavy edge setters. While it's the run game's all about hat placement, your hands, vertical, horizontal leverage. The Rams, I like shorten everything a little bit because they're so wide on the edges, tighten everything up a little bit so you can't get beat on an up and under. You're kind of by yourself sometimes, and they're really good at what they do. So you have to be very particular with the way that you play the Rams, and you want to be under control, but being incredibly physical are the two things I always suggest. And so like I said, I try to help out the tight ends as much as I can without like giving them too much information or being like a helicopter parent. I don't want to do that. Um, and so I kind of let them do the practice how they want to do it. And then if they have questions for me, I'm there for them as best as I possibly can be. Um, I would have much rather been at the game. It's hard for me to not be on the sideline with my teammates, but standing around for 4 hours with a hammy thing just didn't really
Yeah.
sound the smartest. And so like, well, we're not going to bring you down there to put you in a box. That sounds stupid. So we're just going to let you stay at home and you can watch the game with your wife. And I said, well, I'm going to watch the hell out of that football game. I'll tell you that much. I'll be screaming and yelling and just I watch football games just like everybody else. Like with a vulgar mouth. I will get upset multiple times. I promise you that. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And the good thing is um, when you still have Trent Williams, Brock Purdy, Fred, and Bosa, you're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. And it's nice. Our whole offensive line is still healthy. They're rolling, so it's all good. I'm excited to see what they do. And Jordan Mason is running his ass off, and the wide receivers are blocking well. So it's gonna be a good one. Trying to think what else. I mean, I give you a little what I think is going to happen in the game. I think it's going to be a totally whoever possesses the ball longer is going to do the most damage because, like I said,
Yeah.
the Rams are missing their two top wide receivers. We're missing three of our best playmakers on offense, and so whoever runs the ball holds onto it and doesn't turn the ball over. And while you say that, that's in every single game for sure. This game even more so because you don't have like the Rams don't have like they have good players. Don't get me wrong, they have good wide receivers that can make plays, and they were great in college and stuff. It's just you can whoever's in the lead is just going to continue to hold on to it and just try to suffocate the other team. So hopefully our defense goes out there and stops the run and makes them pass. Because like I said, when you're in SoFi and our fans take up most of the crowd and they have to go on the silent count. If they're like down, if the Rams are down by a couple scores later in the game and they have to start passing, then Nick Bosa gets to jump the snap count and all that stuff, and so he's going to have a hell of a day. So I'm excited to see Nick play, but I'm banking on Nick having a fantastic day.
That sounds awesome. I keep thinking about being in the stadium because it's like a full sensory experience, that stadium. It's pretty intense. And
Yeah.
my favorite part is the mariachi band. It's the best.
It is really good. I just thought of something for anybody listening out there because I am watching the game from home, and we might not get your answers for a little bit, but it could be fun for next week to bring it up. What are your guys' favorite game day snacks? Like, what are your favorite game day
Mm.
foods that you guys have? Maybe want something that someone makes, brings over to your house when you're watching the game from your house. Like, what are your guys' favorite things? Hopefully, I'm not watching another game from my couch for another 5 to 6 years, but plus until the wheels fall off. But what should I prepare for? What should I have Claire
The
prepare for the
wheels
next
fall
time
off.
someone's till the wheels fall off? But let's yeah, like send us some of those your guys' favorite game day foods and snacks because
Mm.
that's like Claire's a huge. She likes buffalo dip with chips.
Big chip
Um,
girl
I will say CJ Beathard's my old quarterback. His
from
wife
Iowa.
Maddie, yep, she makes some of the best buffalo bean dip I've ever seen in my entire life. It's nuts. I've never tasted anything like it. It is incredible. So bean dip's big in our house. Um, I like, what's it, pigs in a blanket. I used to be a huge fan of that. I stay away from that now, but when I was growing up, I used to crush those things.
I'm a big nacho fan.
I'm not a big cheese person, so I
That's fair
understand that.
enough. But
I'm not a big.
I love me some nachos. Love me
Ah,
some nachos. Um, well, yeah, that'll be fun. So you'll just be posted up at the
yep.
house,
Post up at the
chilling.
house. Not really chilling. I'll be probably in a full sweat. My anxiety will be at an all-time high. Um, My heart rate will be through the roof. I'll be putting myself in every situation possible, trying to figure out what the play calls are because I have all the plays on my iPad, and so I'm just going to be in a full sweat the entire time watching the game. It's I'm probably gonna like every commercial break go cool off in my ice tub and then go back right to watching. So we'll see what happens.
I feel like Claire's real this weekend might just be like you sweating and freaking out.
It would be a good one. It would be a good one.
It would be a good one. So, anything else just thinking about the Rams or the boys or being there?
Um, like it's when players aren't healthy and you're missing your top guys, it sucks. But like the cool thing about football is it doesn't stop for anybody, and every week there's a game, and so there's guys out there who are going to get an opportunity, like more
Mhm.
opportunity than they've gotten because they've been behind on the depth chart a little bit. But so like there's some young guys I'm really excited to see. Like I said, like Eric Saubert, he's played a lot of football in the NFL, but like he gets to be the starting tight end for the San Francisco 49ers this week, and that's really cool for him. And I think he's going to go out there and do a fantastic job because he's done only a great job the 2 games that we've played together. My guy Jake Tundris is going to get he's going to get some work this week too, and I'm excited for him for that. Ronnie Bell's a guy I'm excited for, a wide receiver who hasn't got a lot of play time this year, but he's going to go out there and get some reps. Him and Chris Conley, he's a vet, who's one of the coolest wide receivers, coolest guys I've been a teammate with. So he's a Georgia Bulldog, go Dogs. But it'll be fun to see that. But I'm just excited to see guys get opportunities, and I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be great. Before we move on too far from football, is there anything that we want to circle back about Minnesota Vikings game?
Oh, the Vikings. Um,
You scored a touchdown. Your game actually started at 2 a.m. in Japan. So I caught the replay. I caught the replay of that.
that's brutal. Um, no, it was a hard fought game. We made too many mistakes. When you have a block punt and 2 turnovers, it's hard. We did. Fred caused 2 turnovers himself, and we took advantage of both those turnovers. But in the end, they had a nice bleeded drill with 6 minutes left. They took it down the field and drained a lot of the clock, kicked the field goal to go up 2 scores. That's like those are the drives are like what it takes to win, and you watch that, and that's what they did. They did what it took to win, and we did put ourselves in a position to do that. And it was close to the end, and they had every chance to make it a blowout, and our defense held up in the times that they needed to, but they outplayed us there. So losing, it always sucks. You learn from it. You watch the tape really hard. What could I have done better, and um, you just move on from it because it's such a long season.
Yeah. Wow. It's just crazy the stats on that. Like you guys go up and there's like some shift. The drums are getting you. You got to start
Yeah,
playing drums earlier next year.
I love that. That atmosphere is fantastic. I
I
do
know.
love it. It's a great atmosphere. They have like fake snow that falls when their
I
players
saw
run
that. I
out.
didn't know that. That's
So
the first
sick.
time I've seen that.
Yeah, can we do like gold flakes or something at the 49ers games? That'd be sick.
Let's call Saya.
I don't know if that's her. She doesn't have the pull for that
I heard this is
in community relations.
no.
We'll figure it out though. I like that. We'll figure that one out though. But hey, the good news is we're home next week versus the Patriots, but it's Rams week, so I'm not going to focus on that until next week.
I love it. It's amazing. Okay, fantastic. Football, game day snacks.
I have a new category for you, Emma.
I have a couple too, but go ahead, brother.
No, I wanted to do something because it's just you and me tonight, and we're siblings. And so I was like, hey, let's have a sibling question off. And my only thing is, give me like your top two. We're gonna do top three. I don't know if you can think of three. Your top three siblings that other people would know too. So not like your best friend who has a sister, but like who are like
Megan and
top
Hannah.
three, yeah, like top three celebrity siblings that you like. And I'll go first just
Oh,
because
okay. Yeah. Why don't
I
you go
have mine,
first? Why don't you
and then
go
you can
first?
go second. You can't take the same siblings that I have.
I
My
okay,
my
okay, okay.
top sibling is the Manning brothers.
Oh,
Um,
good
I think
one.
they're doing fantastic. All three of them are incredible, and but just what Peyton and Eli have done with like all their shows and coaching the Pro Bowls and stuff like that, they're incredible. And I've had like plenty of moments with them when there's not cameras around and they're the exact same. Like they just
Yeah.
mess with each other
They're
24/7.
hilarious.
They're so funny and they're so kind and they're so polite. But they just pick on each other relentlessly, and it's just incredible experience to watch. So that's my first pick is the Manning brothers.
I just had a really good one. Well, I thought about Venus and Serena.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a really good one. I just had such a good one. Was it? Oh, Kardashians.
Which Kardashians are you picking? The three or
All
the
of them.
two? No, you don't. No.
Kardashians. I like Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
No, you get to pick one, Emma.
I also like Sophia
One.
Richie and
One.
what's her sister's name? Her. I love her. I love Paris Hilton and Nikki. And my recent thing is Cody and I are rewatching Vampire Diaries. Well, we're watching it for the first one. So my initial reaction to when you prompted me on this sibling question was the two brothers, Damon and now I'm totally blanking on his name. Oh my God, Stefan. Damon and Stefan.
Okay, so who's your pick? Are you going with the Kardashians?
Favorite Kardashians.
Okay, well, my second pick is the Olsen sisters.
I already said them.
No, you got one pick, Emma. You don't get all of them. But because you have Mary Kate and Ashley, but then you also have Elizabeth Olsen.
She's
And
fantastic. She carries a lot of weight.
she does. And so I just think it's like what a cool they've all been in different things. And then for Elizabeth Olsen to then like do all the WandaVision and like she's crushed all the Marvel stuff. So it's been that's a fun because like Mary Kate and Ashley were like a part of my childhood growing up and all those movies. They're Parent Trap, aren't they?
No, that was Lindsay
Well, that was
Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. That was two Lindsay Lohans. No, what they had, I don't know. They had a couple though. Anyways, I was a huge
They had
fan.
their own show.
Yeah, but that was awesome. And then just what Elizabeth has done with Marvel has really been cool. All right, who's your second pick?
I was thinking about
Don't pick mine.
who are the Hemsworth brothers? They're pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Also
Just pick one.
Luke and Owen Wilson.
Luke and Owen Wilson. That's who you're going with.
Sure. No, I want to go with Venus and Serena.
Okay, Venus and Serena. That's great, fantastic. Queens of Queens.
Queens of Queens.
Yeah. All right. Well, my last one was the Hemsworth Bros.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. I'm reading your
Well,
mind right now.
I love Thor.
Yeah,
and
me
also
too.
I'm pumped for Liam is getting the Witcher role.
That's giving me a little anxiety. I'm not gonna lie.
I have a ton of anxiety behind it because Henry Cavill was so good at it, but I think he's going to do a good job with it. I think it's such a good series in itself too that I think he's going to try his best to make it work really well. Because when Henry Cavill was first announced at it, not everyone was like like I think it got some pushback from fans.
Yeah.
And then once you saw him as it, you're like, oh shoot,
Have you
crushing
seen him, new guy Liam as
Gerald?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Not
He
for
looks
like
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
He looks
gonna it's not gonna be seamless by any means, but
Right.
he's gonna do a good job. Who's your third pick?
I think that show in general was like such a mind F that I think this is going to throw it for an even deeper loop. So that's what I'm worried about because it was like so much to like get used to. And then you feel like you understand the character and you're like, oh, like you can kind of expect what's going on. And then all of a sudden it's like new dude.
Yes, the first season was a complete mind blow. I did not realize that the entire show was like flashbacks and flash forwards until like later in the show, and I was like, "Oh!" And then light
Yeah.
bulb clicked for me. That was
And then it went great.
Once I realized that, it made way more sense. I was so confused for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I was upset that I didn't catch on to it quicker, but then I was like, they didn't really make it obvious. And then when I went back and watched it for the second time, I was like, oh wow, this whole thing makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it was a good one. Okay, my last one, I'm either going to go with
Not either, just pick one.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Billie Eilish and her brother.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah,
I was
because they
listening
do
to, I was
all
jamming her
they do
music
all
today.
her music together. It's pretty
I
sick.
know.
Pretty sick. That's a good one. Well, you know what? There's nothing like a segue, Emma,
Take us there.
and nothing like a segue. And while we're talking about siblings, something else that's happening in my house that is absolutely really fun. Um, every year around Christmas time, Christmas is a time to spend with your family, specifically your siblings. But in this household, every Christmas, Claire turns my game room into a Christmas bar.
Yes.
And it literally looks like the North Pole came in here and elves decorated the entire thing. It
And
is
she slaves out the siblings. Is this your branch?
a little bit, yeah, maybe a different choice of words, but yeah, she uses the siblings, me, you, and Riley to decorate. And this year, drum roll please, we're doing a Halloween bar.
Oh,
Yeah, genius,
she
right?
loves Halloween.
It's gonna
She
be a
loves
spooky
Halloween.
bar. You should see she was already at the store. This place is gonna look super spooky by October 1st.
I love this. You know
It's
what? At some point, you guys just need to install all the clips that we hang stuff from. Because right now we're just on the tape module and like things fall.
Yes, they
You know, we
do.
just need to install stuff and then patch the ceiling, whether you guys move
You're
out or whatever.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Someday
Here's a
we'll learn.
Halloween thing for you. Listen to this. This is the good old encyclopedia of Instagram story or Instagram Reels told me this.
Okay.
Halloween this year is on Friday the 13th, and this is the first time. No, 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 no. Wait.
Think
I
about
don't
what
know.
you just said.
I know. I just saw that like three.
Halloween,
Mike, got
October
this.
31st is now on Friday the 13th. I mean, 31 and
I know. Wait,
13.
wait, wait.
Are you dyslexic?
Wait. I have to find this thing because I sent it to Cody.
Wait, let me just think about this for a second.
That was a very dyslexic comment. What did he say?
Halloween now falls on Friday the 13th, everybody. Change your
Surprise!
calendars. Holy cow, Emma.
I told you the encyclopedia of Instagram.
Look, like the
Ah,
skulls are already showing up.
maybe it's just on Friday. Oh, that's cool. Claire is so good at decorating.
Oh,
She's got it in her. That's like it's Claire's love language.
she does a great job. She found like these bottles of fake alcohol. It says spider venom, spirit of batwing,
Ew.
essence of black cat hissing. She's dialed.
She's dialed.
Wow, my beard looks so ginger in this light.
Yeah, it does. It looks good though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Maybe it's that Halloween's on a Friday.
The 13th.
Fuck off.
Are you kidding me?
It's not. It's on a Thursday. Why did I hear all this? All right. Apologies, team. Apologies. I even had this written down as like I have Halloween, Friday the 13th. That's something I wanted to tell you about.
Wait, show me your
Clearly,
notes.
Clearly, I haven't had enough green tea. Clearly,
No,
I haven't had enough green tea.
Spaceballs.
Have you thought about Halloween costumes?
No, I'm not there yet. Me and Claire do a good job. We've been pirates. We've been
Mhm.
Ricky Bobby and the Frenchman.
Fantastic.
Um, let's see. We've done it. We were Cortana and the Master Chief. Last year we were Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Spider-Gwen.
Mm.
I have no idea what we're gonna do this year. Probably whatever she tells me to do. What I do appreciate about Claire is she likes extravagant costumes, but she has yet to make me paint my face, and I don't want to paint my face because I sweat a lot and it gets hot.
She
So
painted her face one time, right? She was all blue for Cortana.
Cortana, yeah, she did a great job. But the best one was when she was Jean Girard, the Frenchman,
Yeah, that's
and
rad.
she had like sideburns. That shit was so funny. She
Hmm.
crushed that look. So I don't know. I'll probably talk to her, but we've spent a lot of the day looking for Halloween bar ideas, spooky bar season. So that's what we're looking
Mm.
at. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should decorate with, I have. I'm not lying. Our garage is completely full because of the 15 5 to 8 foot tall skeletons that we have in our garage. Like you can
Yeah,
hardly park our cars in there. And now
yeah.
that they're all out finally, it's the garage is actually a garage again. It's outrageous.
It's amazing.
Claire has these skeleton heads
I
that are
love.
like
Oh, that's what I was just gonna say.
the giant skeleton heads, and then she accidentally ordered like 4 sets of them instead of 2. And so we have like, I think each one came in boxes of 3. So we have like 12 skeleton heads that are all like anywhere from 2 to 4 feet tall.
It's perfect.
Unreal.
I have all the windows open.
So spooky season. We're looking
Spooky
forward.
season. I would say we need some cobwebs. We need some black lights. We need some.
There's some good stuff in here.
Sweepy ghosts. Yeah.
We got great stuff in here.
I believe you. I believe
all
you.
right. Let's see, Emma. We
Favorite
talked about
siblings.
season.
Yeah. You want to do some Ask George stuff?
Sure. Give me an Ask George or 2.
We got some fun ones.
Hit me with them. Give a shot.
All right. What are your favorite Jordan 1s?
My favorite Jordan 1s, off the top, the Origins, which are from the first animated Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse. I love those because they look like the originals. The only difference is the red laces with the blue tips. I think that's really cool. I feel like Spidey. So I like those. Other favorite Jordan 1s, I like all the Unions. I think those are super, super cool. And there's a new colorway coming out in January, February that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, the Unions and the Spider-Man Jordan 1s are my favorite. Or classic Chicago's. I mean, the red and white is just so clean.
Love it.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Canada, and what is the origin of your phenomenal Canadian accent?
I've been to Canada one time for the 2018 season, 2019 Super Bowl, Patriots versus Rams.
Oh, right.
I watched the Super Bowl in a movie theater in Toronto for something with the NFL. They flew me up there. I was in Atlanta the whole week doing Super Bowl stuff, and then I got on a plane Saturday night to go to Toronto from Atlanta, and we were there. We left Sunday night after the game. It was a fun time. Toronto was sick, but I've not really been to Canada besides that. I don't think. But that was actually Canada was the second country I've ever been to besides America.
So you went America, Canada, and then Mexico.
Yeah, and then I went to Italy.
Good one.
And
you've been to Ireland.
Yeah, and Panama.
That's true.
Yeah, look at me. I technically was at the airport in Spain, but I don't think that counts.
I love Spain.
That was a cool airport.
If you were to ever join the military, what branch would you join?
It's a great question. I don't know. I think I'm too big to join the Air Force.
I know. I was just going to say that.
Flying would be tough. I'm not really a fish. I'm not the most extravagant swimmer. Maybe I could learn if I put my mind to it. So I don't know if the Navy is. I would have I don't think I could ever get into a submarine. Like I have. That'd be tough for me. Shoot, man. Marine Green Beret.
Marines it is. There you go.
Marines Green Beret, something like that. I'd try my best. I think I'm too big for that, but I'd give it my best shot.
You'd be like The Rock walking around. Subtle. They'd be like, dude, you gotta lose some mass. You gotta lose some mass. How did Deanie get her name?
That's actually a good one. When we got Deanie, we were thinking between the first name we thought of was Margot because me and Claire both love Margot Robbie. And then I don't know if it was Claire's mom. Claire's great grandma, her name was Bernadine, and which is funny because Deanie is a Bernadoodle, and then Bernadine was the life of the party. Everybody said like she was just walked in, she just controlled the room, loved to have fun, loved her family, just liked to hang out with everybody. And so we thought Bernadine the Bernadoodle was a great name, and so it's Deanie for short, but basically that's her name is Deanie, but her full name is Bernadine.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. Dean Bean.
The Dean Bean.
She's a good one. If all animals were the same size, which animal would win in the fight? He goes, the strength of a 7-foot ant would be terrifying.
Is there a question there? Is that any animal?
Yeah. If all animals were the same size, if we're all in the same size, what animal would win in a fight?
I mean, Can you imagine a bald eagle the size of a grizzly bear?
That's a good one. I was gonna say a spider that big.
Ooh, ew.
Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh. Like
Ugh.
if you're in the water, like a blue whale size octopus,
Those are real. Oh no, maybe not that big. Yeah,
like a
that would
giant
be.
squid,
Oh my
that
god,
that'd be terrifying. But I
I'm
mean,
scared.
like a grizzly bear sized ant would be diabolical.
Uh-huh. Insects are pretty creepy.
Oh, can you imagine a centipede or like a praying mantis?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Those are like the
Oh,
super dangerous ones.
yeah, I think bugs would definitely win most of the time. But I will say,
Yeah,
like a giant, like who would win? An ant-sized ant or an ant-sized like bird?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Probably the ant.
Probably.
Oh, scary.
Scary. Plus, some ants can fly. Remember from Ant Man?
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, creepy question, but thank you. What do you like to put in your coffee?
I drink my coffee black.
Have you always?
No, so I didn't drink coffee until I got to the NFL, and then weird, right? Didn't touch it. Yeah, I know.
I don't
And
need
then
anything.
yeah, I was complete nothing, no energy drinks, nothing, just me, just my energy. I don't know how. And then like I'd never been because like in college, like your meetings and stuff, it's not like you're looking at like two-ish hours a day. And like training camp's longer, but like in the NFL, like especially my first 2 years before my first 2 years before we switched the schedules, like Wednesdays started at 7:15,
AM.
Thursdays started at 7:30 a.m. and Friday started at 8 a.m. It's like that Wednesday meeting, like you're in there from, and then we would meet at 7 a.m. or 6:45 or 7 a.m. with the tight ends, and then also if it's a 7:15 meeting, that means the training room's open at 6:15. Mean that if you live 10 minutes away, like you're waking up at 5:30 to get into the training room on time. And so like those are some early mornings. And so then it's like then you're in a meeting room. If you're in all like special teams and stuff too, you're like 3.5 hours straight of meetings, like same chair, not moving. And like you get like a 3 to 5 minute break in between meetings sometimes. Sometimes you get a little bit longer if a coach ends it quick, but like you're in the same chair for 3.5 hours. And so it's hard to stay focused and locked in that long every Wednesday, especially like when the meeting's at 7:15. Like it's a grind. So I got into coffee, and my first coffee that I started with was I would just go in and get like a big iced coffee, and I would put so much cream and sugar in that thing. And then after one season, I was like, yeah, that was horrible for me. So I'm gonna change it up. And I started drinking black coffee, and when it's good, I love it. I'll occasionally like lattes, like a little almond milk, oat milk latte, whatever one of those is. But I like espresso shots. Those are nice. But
Yeah.
black coffee gets the job done for me.
Have you ever had espresso and orange?
All right. Good night. See you, everybody. Have a great night.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
you're
It's good.
grounded.
What are your top three favorite comfort foods?
Number one,
Here
cookies
we
and
go.
milk. Not even close. Double stuffed elf fudge cookies are my favorite cookies with a glass of milk. I'm mad that I don't drink whole milk anymore. It's so good, but and that's not really on the menu. But cookies and milk, or like if not elf fudge double stuffed, like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies are
Big
just.
cookie guy.
I love cookies and milk. It's my favorite dessert. Number two, comfort food. Is this just desserts or what make? I don't know. I'm just gonna say root
No,
beer
it's comfort
float.
food.
Root beer float.
Big
Ab,
sugar guy.
yeah, I love root beer floats. Just so tasty. Like Culver's root beer floats. Humana, humana, humana. Um, let's
With some
see, and
chili cheese
then
fries.
oh my gosh, we were in Minnesota last week, and Culver's was an 11-minute DoorDash, and I thought about it, and I was like, no, I can't do that. No,
Might destroy you. You
I thought
might poop
about it
your
though.
pants on the field.
Yeah.
Could you
Oh,
imagine? Do you know
oh.
anybody who's ever done that before?
I mean, I know guys who have had like they DoorDash raising. I mean, they DoorDash
No, no,
pizza,
no. That's not what I'm
chicken,
asking. That's not what I'm asking.
poop their pants.
Yes, on the
Yeah,
field.
yeah, I know multiple people who have.
What do
Yeah.
you do?
Well, a lot of the guys that have done it were like violently sick and still decided to play.
Okay,
Um,
honorable.
yeah. Luckily, like I've It's happened like 2 or 3 times on my team. The only one that I witnessed, it happened in like the fourth quarter on like the last drive of the game. And so like he literally pooped his pants, like had the game winning play, and then just walked straight into the locker room. Do you know who that was? Trent Taylor.
No.
Yeah. 2017, we go into Chicago. It's the Robbie Gold game. Robbie Gold won the game. I think he was like 5 for 5 on field goals or something like that.
Yeah.
But Trent Taylor had I think it was his career high. He had like 80 something yards receiving. And it was the fourth quarter, and we had to go down and get a field goal to win the game. And he ran, I think it was called F spin. It's like a short basic. And he cooked the dude. And like Trent, too, he was in the locker room. He had like food poisoning or something. It was his Jordan flu game, food poisoning. He was up all night puking, couldn't keep anything down, couldn't keep anything in, super sick, like fever, everything, crushed. But he had to play, and he goes out, has the best game, and then like wins us the game. And I'm following him because I was on the right side, he was running from the left, breaks in, catches it, breaks a tackle, runs down, gets us in field goal range, and he gets tackled. I go pick him up. I'm like, yeah, Trent, let's go. And then like he's just like on the ground like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Trent, are you okay? He was like, get me out of here. So like I help him up, give him a hug, and then we just get him off the field.
Get me
Uh,
out.
Actually, I have a great video of him just like walking from his locker, like everything. He took his shoulder pads off, but he's like in his shirt and his pants, and just walking into the showers, just poop.
Is this already public knowledge? Like,
I've talked about it before, but I'll
oh my
gladly roast.
God.
I mean, like it's funny because he was super sick, won us a
Yeah.
game, had
Right.
the best game, and
Right.
played at a super high level, and then pooped his pants.
It's funny. Mom always says that you play best when you're sick. I remember that. Like games in college. You said no. But
I think
I
like
was like sick
the
very
only
often.
advantage to when you're sick is you just don't give a shit about
Yeah,
anything
that's true.
else. Like you can't like you don't care about anything else. There's not like an anxiety, like all the pressure just like it just
Yeah.
evaporates. It's just like I'm gonna get through this, and then after this I'm gonna go puke my brains out and go to sleep. And then it's like that level of focus. I think you can just do your job at a high level. So like yes, there's a good thing to it, but I would never want like playing sick sucks.
Playing sick.
Here's a good one for you. I think it was like 2016 maybe. Garrett Selleck. So I'm in college. This is a Garrett Selleck story. One of my favorite people of all time. He said so. It's 2016, and the starting tight end was already out, and so he was starting, and they had two tight ends up for the game, and one was like a younger guy who was like a wide receiver guy who they were excited about to get some reps, and then the third string guy was the guy they had just like signed off of like a practice squad because they needed a body because someone else had gotten hurt. So he didn't know the offense at all, right? He was just there in case of emergency. And Garrett had like he's like I had over 100-degree temperature the whole night, puking. He was like I'm deathly sick. And the night before the game, they're like, hey, you don't have to play. And then something happened where like someone else got hurt,
You're off the
right?
hook. Psych.
Yeah. And so they're like, hey, look, just dress, just in case like the worst possible case scenario happens. He goes, okay, I'll just dress. And he goes, he has no like they're not going to play him at all. In warmups, the second string tight end like breaks his leg
What?
in warmups, and they're like, Garrett, you have to play. And he was like, no, I don't wanna, I don't wanna play. And they're like, no. And also at this time too, I think they're like 1-10, 1-11.
Yeah.
So like they're not going to the playoffs. It's a tough season, and I think
No.
they're playing the Seahawks at home. And this guy, he said that he'd go out for the drive and he would come to the sideline and he would sit down and they'd put a towel over his face and he would just take a nap. He would take a nap in between every series because he was so sick. And then this asshole goes out there and scores a touchdown.
Yours is?
Yeah, he scores a touchdown, and his celebration is he catches the ball for a touchdown, and he just like flicks the ball dramatically, and just walks back to the sideline. Zero celebration. Oh, it's so funny. That was a good one.
Oh my gosh.
I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
That's funny.
Good question. That's good. Those two good
That's
stories.
funny. Oh my god. Garrett Selleck and Trent Taylor.
Two of
What
my best friends.
guys? What
Incredible,
guys?
incredible human beings.
Incredible human beings. I love it.
Hmm.
I love it, brother. Well, do you have any hidden pearls?
Um, let's see. Sure, hidden pearl. Um, this past week, one of the community service events that we got to do is we're almost to shoot, what's it called? It's Cancer Awareness Month, so like the NFL theme is tackling cancer, and
Mm.
so we did a thing at Levi Stadium with a bunch of cancer survivors. They came in, and we got to sit at tables with them. It's really fun because I'd say like 20 players participated, and we sit up in in the press box with a bunch of cancer survivors and like one of their family members, and they give us like a denim Levi's jacket and a canvas, and they give you like something to draw and paint. And so like you're literally like sitting down there and you're painting. And it's like it was like strength was the thing that we went for this year. I can't remember what it was. We did this last year too, and last year Chloe was my partner, and we drew sunflowers. And I don't think that it was straight. It was like something that brings you joy. And I drew a sunflower and painted a sunflower because it's my mom's favorite flower. And it was funny because it was Chloe's grandpa's favorite flower as well.
Oh.
And so there's a cool connection there. This year was strength, and for some reason, the first thing I thought of was like a giant oak tree. And so I got to paint a cool oak tree, and then someone had the idea of me adding Calvin and Hobbes at the bottom of the tree. So I got to paint Calvin and Hobbes down there, and it turned out about 10 times better than I thought it would. And my hidden pearl is that just do something different once in a while, and that could potentially bring you joy because it was really fun and it's a little stressful, but it was a really good time just being able to interact, talk to different people, and I haven't painted since last year, but I had a great time doing it.
That is a great one.
Thank you. Thank you
I
very
will
much.
say your Calvin and Hobbes painting was really good. It was very
Thank
sweet.
you. You guys will see that in a couple weeks. Crucial catch. There it is. That's what it's called. Crucial catch. I just remembered it.
Oh,
Crucial catch.
that'll be great.
Yep. What's yours?
Ooh, well, that was a really good one. Well, I think mine is we are winding down. Well, let me say this: Cody's baseball team, they're tied or they're like a half game behind now, so we're like in the running for playoffs. So that's been really fun. And I think just as we wind down our time in Japan, kind of realizing that this might be like the last time we're going to the stadium or the last time we're going here or the last time I'm going to have this experience. And so it's making everything very special. So that's feeling really, I feel very present for everything, which has been really fun. So just connecting with Japan, I feel like in that way. So yeah, I think just my hidden pearls are trying to soak up as much of the Japanese magic as I can and just feel really connected to all of it. There's a lot going on here. Another one is we scheduled my Women of the Niners event. I meant to bring that up earlier. We're going to do it on December 9th. So right after the Bears game.
Awesome.
Before the next Rams game.
That's on Thursday night, so you probably won't see me there.
Yeah, I know.
But it's okay. Actually, you guys might see us. What day is that on? Monday or Tuesday?
I think it's a Monday.
If it was Tuesday, you'd see us practicing.
Oh, that'd be cool. In the evening?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty neat, brother.
Well, it was great talking to you, Emma.
Great. I know. So great.
All
I guess another hidden pearl.
Oh.
It's not the same as like hanging out with
How many you
I feel like I'm trying to stack them because you had such a good one.
Yours were great too.
Yours was like so impactful.
We talk about siblings and you list off 25 siblings.
Okay.
You're unreal.
Thank you. I
You're amazing.
That. I appreciate
to everyone
that.
out there that listened, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go to Hidden Pearls Studio, the app. Get on there, subscribe, resubscribe. You'll find some awesome stuff. Emma's doing a bunch of great stuff on there. Bruce is doing a bunch of great stuff on there. It's really fun to be a part of. It's like a family. And you can do yoga and meditation, work on your breathing, and feel better about yourself with a community. So hop on, enjoy yourself. Thanks for listening. That's it. I'm Batman.